Hey, Grace Point. I wanted to give you a little update in our Mike and Five this week about something exciting that's coming up here in this next month. But if you remember way back in during our annual meeting a few months ago, we were having this discussion. We were doing the business stuff, you know, and people started to have questions. Some of you started to have questions about different things, what's going on in the church. And there was this conversation where a few of you were kind of mentioning, like, it would be great if we had more opportunity to hear from the elders and to talk amongst one another just about what's going on. You know, where are we headed? What are we thinking? What are we praying about? What's going on in our community? Because we don't always have that chance to kind of hear those big picture things from one another. So that really struck a chord in me, and I said, you know what? Let's think about how could we start to have more communication like this. And so the elders and I, we've been praying about it, talking about it, and we've come up with an idea, which I'm really, really excited about. I think it's going to be really cool for our church. We're going to begin doing quarterly church chats. I'm calling them church chats. And we're going to do them 4 times a year. And we're going to start the first one in April. So we're going to be doing them on the last Sunday of April and July, October, and January. So every April, July, October, and January, we're going to have these church chats where we share what's going on in our community. Maybe different ministry leaders are sharing about what's happening, and maybe the elders are sharing. Kind of here's what we're talking about. Here's some direction as we're kind of discerning vision together. It's going to be a wonderful opportunity to have some dialogue, have some conversations, be able to pray with one another, and really just to lead one another well. We really want to prioritize healthy leadership moving forward. It's hard on a community when you don't have healthy leadership. And we know we've heard so many difficult stories of businesses, corporations, churches, when there's not that healthy leadership. It's hard on the whole community. And so as leaders and elders, we really want to begin really prioritizing this in the future and having this healthy communication, this back and forth, as God shows us where he wants us to go in these next few years. And so these church chats are not going to be like mandatory for members, but it's really going to kind of be open to all who are interested. Come in, hear what's happening in the church. Let's pray together. Let's talk together. Hoping to have some testimonies as a part of this, just so we can kind of hear each other's stories and be caught up in the communal life together. So we're going to be beginning that in the end of April. I think it's April 24th is the first one we're going to do. So put that on your calendar if you're interested in that sort of thing. But we want to make it a regular rhythm of our routine moving forward, is having these conversations and being able to kind of share the ownership of the church together. So that's what that is, and you'll be hearing more, I'm sure, in the weeks to come, but I just wanted to let you know that's coming up. Thank you so much for letting your voice be heard, for helping me brainstorm about how we can do this. So many of you have been helpful in getting this kind of implemented and put together, so thanks so much for that. Looking forward to that coming up.